All right, well, he is the best bantamweight in the world, or close to it, right? He has said that to everyone within earshot all week, finally getting a shot at the belt, and he has no intention of missing out on this opportunity. He believes he's going to be the new champ by next time.
Yeah, he thinks it's going to be done. He believes that it's only a matter of time before he's the champion of the world. He said he has done everything to prepare himself. His mind is ready. His body is ready. His team is ready. It is not just you out there. Your team has to be lock and sync with the athlete. He believes that they're all on the same page to become the champ.
And he does believe he has occupied some headspace in the champion. I'm not so sure that's the reality, but we're going to find out here in a matter of moments. All right, so here is a man who is ubiquitously regarded as the greatest bantamweight of all time. He'll tell you he built this division, and DC, I know he's not here to pick a fight with you right now, but this legacy of Dominick Cruz is really exceptional.
It is unbelievable what Dominick Cruz has accomplished over the course of his career. Not a guy that people thought would go down in history as one of the greatest bantamweights of all time. He's not a guy that has a laundry list of accomplishments before he got to mixed martial arts. But he's a guy that is unmatched in his preparation, and a guy that has a will and a desire to win that no one, and I say no one, can match. So from the commentary table where Dom's constantly yelling at me,
right,
to in the octagon, Dominick Cruz wants to be the winner.
And injury-wise, no fighter has dealt with more adversity than Dominick Cruz, who still believes at one point or another before his career is said and done, he will be belted yet again. All right, so here's the former UFC and WEC bantamweight champion, Dominick Cruz. Most people believe, DC, this is the best 135-pound fighter of all time. Injuries have been a big part of the narrative. Missed all of 2012, all of 2013, 15, 17, and 18. Nice to see Cruz making the walk here tonight.
Yes, and as a fan of the sport, you're always excited when Dominick is not dealing with all those injuries and all these setbacks. Could you imagine what the career of Dominick Cruz would be if he was able to compete as often and as frequently as a lot of the fighters in the UFC? Just a one-of-a-kind talent, unmatched in his preparation, footwork that no one else can ever replicate. Dominick Cruz truly belongs atop the leaderboard, at the tip of your tongue, when you're talking about the greatest fighters of all time.
For my money, the smartest man in mixed martial arts right now, but it's his ability to apply that fight IQ on fight night that really sets him apart.
Time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Dominick Almeida. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Dominick the Dominator Cruz.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. So here's the former two-time UFC bantamweight champion, Dominick Cruz, 12-1 at 145 pounds. You know about the movement and the footwork, very unorthodox when it comes to his striking, and as such, a very difficult guy with which to contend on fight nights. Just missed with the straight left hand. The Dominator gets the early takedown. Nice start to the round for him. Let's see what he can do with it. He's having his way with him here. Oh, so an interesting decision there as he decides to stand up and relinquish the dominant position.
Nice combination. Nice job blocking that punch.
Doing work with the jab there.
Taking for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Almeida getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up.
Nice punch from his back.
3 minutes now to go in this one. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Well, you know I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Cruz gets back up. Back and forth we go. Oh, trying to turn out the lights with that roundhouse kick, but just misses.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. Big roundhouse now, just misses. All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
Knee on belly. Oh, nice.
Almeida ground and pound from half guard. Right inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Ground and pound. The hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. Final seconds here in round 1. Oh, saved by the bell. The round is over. He got stunned by a massive shot just before the end of the round. So now he goes back to the stool, wobbly a little bit. We'll see if the corner can maximize these 60 seconds and keep his head in the fight. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway.
Good punch lands.
Oh, knee strike right to the body. Trying to establish that jab once again. Oh, nice straight punch there by Thomas Almeida.
Those are big strikes.
Trying to inflict some damage here, but misses with the kick. Swing and a miss by Cruz. He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
All right, so a nice straight punch there after he caught the leg. He decides to punch out as opposed to going for any takedown. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, perfect execution on the low kick. Just misses with the straight right. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Nice positional control here. Hard to win MMA fights off of your back, but these strikes are useful from the bottom. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go.
90 seconds to go in the round. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Cruz. And he's back up. pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Oh, beautiful straight left hand. 30 seconds to go in round 2. 20 seconds to go round 2. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! Outstanding round. Do you believe it? Another 5 minutes coming up. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that one. Again, going back to the jab just out of range. About the accuracy to land right there. His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Nice shot there by the champ.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
And the kick lands. All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it. Big knee lands right through the opponent's midsection.
Cruz's shot is blocked. Place shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Big right hand.
What a fight!
So holding on to him here, not doing a ton, perhaps just looking to recover. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different
Big double leg, double change.
Oh, good entry there to take the fight to the grappling realm. Now we'll see what he can do from here, champ.
This is exactly where he wants to be. Look for him to try to use ground and pound to open up submission opportunities.
Almeida's back into full guard.
Great job landing from the top position.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Oh, and mercifully, there's the horn. Plenty of action to digest in that round. All right, there's the end of the round. I'm looking over to my left, UFC President Dana White. I think he's making out the bonus check right now. Incredible back and forth action.
Sign the check, boss. These two young men deserve $50,000. Hell, let's give them each $100,000 for the performance that they just put on in one round. Both were hurt. Both were able to withstand the punishment, and I can't wait until the next round gets started.
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. he's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
All right, so here we go. Fourth round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is almost over. The goal is within reach now. 15 minutes down, 10 to go. You tell yourself you can do anything.
Right hand lands flush for Almeida. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs.
And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low, and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of stick.
He's hurt bad.
All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. But he should be focused on getting to that cut.
Oh, big shots raining down. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Nice.
Cruz is back to the side control now.
Getting the ball here.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling.
Big shots landed by him now. Herb Dean steps in.
Oh, my goodness.
What a fight. So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the after party. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
All right, with that, the official decision is in. We go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 55 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Dominick the Dominator Cruz.
All right, good to see our guy, our broadcast partner, Dominick Cruz, get it done here tonight, and he wanted to finish. He gets it done by TKO.
Cruz has said that as he goes on in his career, he's got